Hey everyone, it has been a good day today, very tiring day, haven't eaten dinner yet. It is 15 till 9, I'm pretty worn out, and I feel kind of defeated, to be honest with you, with my phone, and everybody who's watching, although I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel kind of defeated right now. I thought these museums here, Museum Island, were all open till 10 tonight. So I plan to meet Chris out in front of him at 8. And I'm going to sit down for a second. And I plan to meet him here at 8. And I went to Mass, by the way, at 7. I guess I'll start from there. I was late to Mass because I got lost on the subway trying to get around. I've definitely not mastered it yet. So I got lost in the subway. I was half an hour late to Mass. So that was like, to begin with. Got out of Mass. Tried to find out when there was a Latin Mass so I could at least go to one Latin Mass in Berlin tomorrow. So I talked to the priest who spoke very broken English. Figured that out. Left later than I would have liked to. Got lost again. Made it to the train. Anyway, made it to the train. Basically took a series of wrong exits. Ended up at the wrong place numerous times. I'd say I spent at least half an hour on the train, just ended up lost in the end. I got so lost I didn't know where I was, so I just ended up calling a taxi. So I called a taxi, drove me out here to where I am now. It's called Museum Island because of all the museums and whatever. So anyway, I had him drive me all the way out here to show up and find the museums. Actually, I was misinformed, I guess. Museums were not open till 10, they were only open till 8. To find the entire museums all locked up. Must have dropped at least, 15, 20 euros trying to get here after getting lost on the trains and taking the taxi and everything. Like, all that money to get here and find out that it's closed is a really terrible feeling. And then I'm really itchy on my face. I don't know if you can really tell in the video, but I got very sunburned. Very sunburned after walking around all day today on that guided tour. Like, my face just itches and it hurts. And so I guess I'll go eat dinner. Spent way too much money today. I'm on a pretty strict budget. Like, by pretty strict I mean like extremely, like I basically can only afford to eat, and that's it. So days like today are really hard. But anyway, it's not the sad stories. I'm having a good time. I'm just being Miss Debbie Downer today, I guess. Anyway, what is interesting though, I thought I'd point this out to you in a video. I took some pictures too, but it's always kind of cooler, I think, maybe to see a video of it. So this, like I said, is Museum Island. See the colonnades all the way around, and then the kind of neat roof. So this is pretty old. It was built by a famous architect whose name escapes me now. I can't remember his name, but anyway, very famous German architect, like one of the most famous German architects. If I remember it, I'll post his name. But anyway, so pretty old. When the Soviets came, and we learned this on our trip today, when the Soviets came and stormed Berlin to capture it for... anyway, sorry, I got distracted. So the Soviets came, and when they did their siege on Berlin, you can actually still see, they call them pot marks, or bullet holes, in the old buildings from when it was attacked. You can see shrapnel, just all around. See this on the pillars. Let me see if I can find there's a pretty good bullet hole. There's a pretty good bullet hole right there. There's a couple more there. You know, and it's really just widespread. It's all over the place. They're everywhere. I mean, like these pillars just like up close, just like Swiss cheese because of all the bullet holes all the way up, and they'll be on the front of like old churches and stuff like that. And then a lot of times, if there's pretty significant damage to the pillar, they'll come in and they'll actually cut away the section of stone and replace it with new stone, and you can tell because it looks like this. You see how it's a totally different color? They just sliced that chunk away and then added a whole new section of block. And then again, you can see it right here. This is an older fix. Older patch. This one's a newer one. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating. So I'm off to go take a walk of shame back to the hotel. To go find something to eat that's not horrendously expensive. And yeah, I should have an update for you guys later this evening. Keep me in your prayers because it was a tough day. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.